Hello and welcome to the extended, okay, Dragon Astro Love Lounge. Let's see what's going on here. I wanted to get clarification on this Wheel of Fortune, on the Fool, and on the two Empresses. So let's do the two Empresses first. Spirit, what guidance, what information do you have for the two Empresses? Talk about this love that's coming in. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Fool again, and Judgment. So we have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Remember, with the Temperance card, if you need time to pause and decide what is best for you, then do that. The Ten of Cups with the Empress is twin flames, right? So it's a partnership, and you have a crossroads here. There's a new journey, a rebirth, something happening in this partnership. And you've been preparing yourself. You've been working on this. There's been a little bit of heartache. You've had to learn about new passions. You had to fight those battles to get the information that you need so that you can move forward. You learned that not regretting, right? Moving through those processes is what's bringing you abundance. Let's get clarification on this Fool card. And then I want to do blocks and what you don't see coming. Okay. So with the Fool, with this new journey, you have the Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. So you have to work with that partner, work with that other person in those passions, right? There's passions that are being illuminated. There might be some things that are hidden, that are in your subconscious, right? Some secrets that you've been working on them, and there's something that there are things that you want to present, but you have to communicate, right? That Eight of Wands is under there. That's about moving forward, but it's also about communication. And that came out with that Empress card. So that communicate the love that you want. I want to get what you don't see coming. What are you not seeing coming? Okay. So we have the Hermit, Magician, the Four of Cups, and Temperance. So what you don't see coming is you have all the tools you need. You're concentrating on what you have. You need to just have a little more patience, right? The Hermit and the Temperance card. The Hermit is about gaining that knowledge and experience that you need, that wisdom that you need to propel you forward. And Temperance is about balance and patience and it's Archangel Michael that's protecting you, but look at the two cups, right? The two cups, they're going back and forth. There is communication again. I'm craving communication with the back and forth. What are the blocks, Spirit? What blocks are here? That's a lot of cards. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords. What's only four? Seven of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Again, that discernment, right? The Queen of Swords, she cuts through the crap, right? She knows what she wants. She knows how to get there, and she's not going to put up with the chatty blah, blah, blah that comes out. So you're setting up boundaries. The blocks are that there are truths coming out. You're not setting enough boundaries in order to move forward, and you need to be a little more discerning. Let's get some actions and advice from Spirit, please. So it looks like there's a good balance of the major arcana and the minor arcana. So there's some movement, some processing that's going on, but there's also some major movement, right? This Judgment card. Two of Swords. Intuition, right? Trust your intuition. King of Pentacles. High Priestess. Two of Cups. And the Hierophant. And you have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. The Chariot is about movement, right? That's Aries. That is the what's best for me, right? That's the Emperor. You have the Empress, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups. You didn't get the Lover's card, but that doesn't mean it's not about your love relationship, about your partner. I just heard what you're working on is more about your foundation, right? The Queen of Pentacles. You're working on those resources. You have, so this is feeling like it's taking care of the relationship that's already there. So if this is an ongoing relationship, if this is a new relationship, then it's something that you need to do to work on yourself. You've done all this work and you're moving forward. There's a crossroads. The Fool is twice. The Empress is twice. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, the High Priestess. You have the number 2 here, which is the High Priestess. You have the Judgment and the Hermit, right? And you had Temperance twice. So take your time. Things are moving forward slowly because you might need to pause. There is some discernment that you need to use here. I want to get some guidance from Gaia. Okay, Gaia, what guidance do you have for the collective? Oh, Harmony. That card was already face up. She was like, that is what I'm concentrating on, is harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. So even if this is about a current relationship, you still want harmony and balance. And if this is about and if this is a new relationship, then there's things that you need to do for yourself to get that balance in order to move forward. Okay, and attachment, letting go, restriction, fear. So we have, again, the 2 Empresses, you have the Hierophant, you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups was under here, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. What you don't have is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is that passion, right? So there's a little more passion. You're working on some things. You're working on what is it that makes you passionate. And then you have harmony and attachment. So you have power and productivity, letting go. What is it that you need to do? You have this female energy, right? You have where is the other Empress? That's right. Use the Hierophant. So balance and harmony, productivity. You have the Empress that is bringing you that divine feminine energy, right? And then you have the High Priestess. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition, right? You have this healing that is between the balance and the harmony. You have healing, and bring that healing forward, right? What intuition do you have? What knowledge and experience are you bringing forward? I want to get an angel card here. It seems like there's a lot of work going on Is there some stuckness? I just heard like I was kind of tongue tied. 1331 change. Okay. So there's some changing that's going on. Maybe there's some changing that's needed, and that's what's causing you this pause. Change is hard, right? There's a lot of work. I'm feeling like a tightness, right? Like a tension. And perhaps um, I just heard losing your patience. I'm going to get some timing. You've been doing a lot of work. Maybe you're just getting tired. Maybe you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting. I just heard for your ships to come in, right? Um, I just heard focus on other things. When I am over focusing on something, of course, it starts overwhelming me. So I need to focus on something else. And then when I feel like I'm not paying attention, even though it's still in my subconscious, then it comes to my consciousness, right? Or I see the signs. So you are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why that you've been looking for. We got 1331, I believe, in one of the daily tarot insights this week, because that sounds familiar. Timing. In time for their birthday, 3 weeks from now in June. So this might be taking some time, but it looks like, I mean, we're in the middle of May, right? So June is just a couple of weeks away. So be patient, right? Keep working on what it is that you need to work on. Trust your intuition. Be open to what's needed to come in. Be to receiving, allowing. There's the Chariot here, so you have movement, right? You had the Eight of Wands. You have the Chariot. You have, your greatest joy is pollinating the earth, but you have to cut what no longer serves you. What is it that you're needing to cut off, right? I'm feeling like that is what is causing you that pause. It's holding you back. But in order to shine brighter, you need to bring in the light of something else. So that's those new truths. What is coming through? What are you learning in this process? Even if you're feeling stuck, even if you're feeling frustrated, what are you learning from it? Trust yourself, right? Pause, be patient, know that Archangel Michael is here to protect you, and get the calmness and the peacefulness and breathe, right? And then you can move forward, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this membership. And I'm going to see what's going on in the different weeks so that I can bring forward some more members only videos. Remember, I also have the Sunday morning coffees where we're going to do some chatting one-on-one discussion. If you have any ideas, please let me know. Leave some comments. And what do you want to hear? What kind of readings do you need? I have a lot of ideas. I want to start empowering again, doing some more of those empowerment videos. Let me know. Okay. Have a good day.